Now it's time for This Week in Jazz. Rahsaan Roland Kirk, born in 1936, Columbus, Ohio. He was blind at 2 years old because of poor medical treatment. He's best known for his recorded performance playing the flute and the solo on Quincy Jones's Soul Bossa Nova, but also known for playing a number of horns at once, harmonizing with himself, sustaining a note, using circular breathing. It's pretty wild. Also, bassist Christian McBride, born in 1972 in Philadelphia. He's one of my favorite bass players and has 6 Grammys. He's also the artistic director of the Newport Jazz Festival and has been in charge of jazz programming for the LA Phil. Just so you know, the Jazz Angels did a gig a few years ago with the LA Phil and Julie Andrews. Just saying. Anyway, Christian has a program like the Jazz Angels, but in New Jersey. I was on a bass player Zoom meeting the other day, and Christian was talking about how his program is teaching jazz nowadays. It's pretty much the same way that we're teaching it, except for no jokes and no food stuff, because no one does what we do. Also, alto saxophonist Ornette Coleman recorded Lonely Woman and Congeniality in 1959, which is a cool tune. But I feel I need to tell you more about Ornette, because some people thought he was a genius and others thought he didn't know how to play. Do you have friends like that? Born in 1930, his dad passed away when he was 7, and his mom worked hard to buy him a saxophone when he was 14 years old. He taught himself how to sight read from a how-to piano book and began playing with local rhythm and blues bands. He said he could play just like Charlie Parker, but wanted to figure out where jazz would be after bebop, like a new style called free jazz. LA was the free jazz laboratory, so he moved to LA, and with very little money, Ornette was honing his skills on a plastic saxophone and working as a day laborer in LA. At the same time, he was helping to develop free jazz, like around the early 1960s. Some people thought he was a genius, and others thought he didn't know how to play. Let me know what you think.